Hello, today we're going to go over the basic training on the Duplo 330. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you want to do when you walk up to the Duplo, first of all, you want to make sure your machine is powered on. If you notice that the screen is turned off, your power switch is located on the lower left-hand side of your Duplo machine. Go ahead and just flip the switch and your machine will be powered up in no time. So in the next step, you want to get in the habit of pressing down and holding down on the yellow button when you walk up to the machine, so that way the machine goes back to the default settings. So in the next step, how to add paper to your Duplo. If you walk up to your Duplo machine and there's already paper in there, but let's say you want to run a blue colored stock or a pink colored stock and you don't want to pull the paper out, this yellow button lowers your tray. Now you don't want to mix the two buttons up. This button is to open the compartment where your new master roll goes. So make sure you press the yellow button to lower your paper tray. Now you notice as the paper tray goes down, your first sheet's fed in. Simply just pull it out and then add your paper. Otherwise, if the machine runs out of paper, it'll automatically drop down. Also, right on this little tab, if you lift it up, this allows you to open your side guides so you can adjust it for wider paper, or if you want to run something smaller such as business envelopes, you can do that. Once you've adjusted it, let go of the tab and they will lock in place. So the next thing you want to check is your paper weight lever. This does serve a purpose. This allows you to adjust the machine for different thicknesses of paper. Keep in mind, all the way to the bottom is for newsprint. Right in the middle is for your standard paper, which is anything between 24 to 28 pound stock, which is your typical white paper that you use on a daily basis. Anything thicker than that white paper would be considered heavyweight. You want it all the way to the top. So cardstock, construction paper, business envelopes, file folders, and even envelopes with a metal clasp. You want to have it all the way to the top. Once you're done running that heavy stock, it is very important that you adjust it back to the center. So the next step is, how do you make a copy on the Duplo 330? It's very simple. If you want to make a new copy, all you got to do is make sure your copy is centered on the glass, press down on the blue plate making button. You notice we also have a 0 copy count. You do not need to enter a copy count. If you have a 0 copy count, the Duplo will automatically spit out 1 copy. Once your copy comes out, then enter the number of copies you want to make, and then you can press the green print button. Now remember, in order for the Duplo to be cost effective, you must do a minimum of 20 copies. At any point during your copy run, if you need to stop the machine, simply press the pink stop button and it'll stop printing. Also right below this little flap is your print speed. So a lot of times people say, well, why would you want to run the Duplo on slow speed? If you're going to run newsprint, it is recommended to run it on the slowest speed. If you're going to run cardstock or construction paper, business envelopes, or even envelopes with a metal clasp, we recommend running it on the middle or to second highest speed. Never run heavy stock on the top speed. Your 24 to 28 pound paper you can run on high speed all day long. Keep in mind, this machine runs at 130 copies a minute on top speed. Also on our panel here, we also have what's called our image mode. This is how it allows you to adjust the amount of ink that you want to put on the page. Our machine is defaulted to text photo, which gives you the medium range amount of ink on the page. If you wanted to lighten up your copies, scroll up with your arrow key to photo mode. That puts the least amount of ink on your page. And then we have text, which puts the most ink on your page. It's not highly recommended to run it on text, but you can. The optimal setting is your text photo. At any point when you want to make those changes, then just press the OK button, and now you're good to go. The next thing we'd like to go over is the 94% button. So when you open your flap, you'll notice here it says 94%. What is the purpose of 94%? You would use the 94% key if you had something with dark leading edges or borders all the way around the page. What this will do is it'll eliminate the dark leading edge getting stuck onto the drum. So go ahead and open your flap, press the 94% button, and you notice it's on off. You also have the option of on. Use your arrow key to scroll up, then you press the center button that says OK, and now it's going to take your image and reduce it by 6%, giving you more of a leading white edge all the way around the page.